You know that warm, fuzzy feeling you get when you're about to do something special, something very unique. Well, today from 73 Avenue, we definitely have something extra special. Nestled in the heart of Colombo, we are bringing to you a living space like no other. It's a penthouse at the top of a very renowned development, and this space combines two other living spaces together and makes this extraordinary one-of-one living space that is the perfect investment, especially if you like to live, work and grow in the heart of the city. So come inside that door and let's be mesmerized by what you're about to see. So here we are. This is the sort of lobby area that welcomes you to this grand penthouse. And wow, look at this. Look at this space. Absolutely vast, open space. This year, my friends, is something very special. This is Burma teak, and it's laid out in this entire unit. And definitely something that really amplifies the value of this property, gives a very rich, very tasteful look. And this here is your very extravagant, very large open living space. So you can see that you have a lovely seating area here. You can have your TV with this gorgeous view. You get a bit of the harbor, and obviously with the cityscape coming to life, this is going to be absolutely lit when all these developments come to fruit. And here you have this open space where you can definitely put a 12-seater dining table, host the best parties, those grand dinners, because you have the kitchen just adjacent to that area. And this place is definitely a place that excites, and it's super awesome to be having such a vast space. Now let's check what else we have on this unit, because like I told you, this is two units combined together to make a super unit, a super large penthouse that has absolutely breathtaking views. So we'll start off with this side, and here we have your very large master bedroom. So here the master bedrooms are on this side, but here we have the study area. Definitely can be used as another area to relax, to basically get your work done. You have a washroom here, so you can basically isolate this door and keep it open for your visitors. But here is where the magic happens. This is your very spacious, very exciting master bedroom with this great view. You have a master closet here, and this is your ensuite. Basically, the ensuite comes with your shower, your sink, the toilet, everything in this area. So great space. Love the lighting, very mellow. The fact that it's white really sort of brings everything together in a very nice way. And obviously, the view is definitely a winner. You also have this full height closet with a lot of spacing, and wow, good place to doll up, get prepped for the morning. So additional mirror if you have your dressing table here, or maybe your dressing table can be in this room. You have two mirrors to get yourself dressed for the morning. So now let's go to this side, back where we started from. Did I tell you about the ceilings? You see these basically these false ceilings with the lighting brings a very nice touch, especially during the night. Right now it's day, there's a lot of light coming in, especially because this whole place is open. You have a lot of windows, so you have a lot of ventilation and a lot of good light. Now your kitchen is on this side, but here you also have two additional rooms. Now these rooms can be used as studies, or you can convert them into a bedroom. But what's very cool, I'll sort of emphasize it much later on, that this entire unit really makes the best opportunity to take advantage of the entire cityscape, and that will be basically brought to life in a bit. So let's tour this place a bit more. You have a room here. You have your, it's compact, but definitely can be converted into something that you fancy. Here's your powder room, an additional washroom for your guests who come in. And now let's move into the kitchen. Now what makes this kitchen so unique, if you are using it as a single space, as a single layout, you have this large hotel-like kitchen space. You can have about 5 chefs whooping a 7-course meal, because you have this, just come and just take a look at this large kitchen area. You have one here and you have another area over there. Definitely those Michelin star meals is prepped right here, because you have ample space, a lot of compartments, a lot of space for people to walk about, carry dishes and all these things and get about doing their thing. So a lot of space, and that's what makes this space unique. So let me summarize again. 2 spaces, and this is the area where you can actually isolate both the spaces. So by just closing, let me say, this door from here, if you isolate this area, you're having 2 units in this penthouse. And if you're looking at a rental return, what more do you want? You can have an isolation and give both these units out and generate and fetch a very good return on this. So this is a separate entrance. Like I mentioned, the entrance that I came for was for one space, but this space here can be entered through this doorway. All right. So we also have this passage where you can enter from, and here you have these ventilation ducts, just to sort of get that extra bit of ventilation coming in, or reduce the stuffiness in the kitchen. So let me just, appreciate the vastness and the spacing of the kitchen. You see, you have a lot of spacing. You have your cooker, you have the oven, you have the hob, you have your microwave. A lot of spacing. Just it's crazy to see the amount of spacing in just such a space, but we hardly get to see this sort of a combined kitchen. It's a very rare, definitely a one-of-one sort of a space, because you have this big kitchen area to basically cook and prep. Now from here you have your other private space, and that is another reason that this penthouse is extra special, because all the spaces are isolated. You have your entertainment area, you have your cooking and prepping area, and then you have your private space. Now look at the space here. Definitely a really cozy, very homey sort of space. Like if you see the transition between that space, this space, and here, you can actually feel a sense of emotional change. You at that point you get this excitement, like, oh right, you want to just invite friends, invite people, and just have a good time, and then suddenly you're at the kitchen and you want to just prep something and make a meal, and then when you come here you just want to relax. You just want to feel calm and just maybe put a show on Netflix and just chill. So that's what this space is all about. Now I'm not going to take you there because that's for the end. So you've got to watch this video right to the end. If you haven't, this is the time to sort of hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, because like we always tell you, 73 Avenue, we are dedicated, we are committed to get you the best property tours, the best properties in Sri Lanka, and not just Sri Lanka, around the world. And that's something that you have to wait to find out, because there's a lot of exciting things that's cooking up in our business, and we are very excited to bring that to you. So smash the subscribe button if you want to see excitement, if you want to see elevated living in penthouses and whatnot, not just in Sri Lanka but around the world. Alright, so this is your cozy, homey area. Now we will go to this space. This is your private area. So this passage brings you to this entire private space. Here you have your laundry room to get all your clothes and all sort of prepped, clad and kept. And this, my friends, this is the grand isolation. Just look at that. This isolates this space from this very unique master bedroom, which has space to have your own walk-in closet. You have your washroom, and you have 2 large rooms optimized for the view. Now, a small fact is that this entire layout has been designed by renowned architect Philip Veeraratne. That also brings an additional value to this space, and definitely as an investment brings that extra sort of value for you to fetch and for you to sort of bring into this place. So come with me. You have this room here, you have a closet space here, but definitely enough room to put another closet. You have your dressing table, the mirror, all here. Once again, overlooking this gorgeous panoramic view of the city. Definitely, you know, you can't put a value for great views. I always tell you can't place a value, but unfortunately you have to because you're selling a space. But just look at this. You have the mountain plains right at the back. Just picture yourself, you know, dolling up for a party, and you know, you're just looking out here, feeling super inspired. Man, I can look at this view all day, but unfortunately we have to tour the rest of the property. So so this can be your bedroom. The bed set can be here. You can just have a very large king size sort of bed set, maybe placed on this or even on this side. So as you wake up in the morning, all you have to do is look this side, and you have this gorgeous view of the city. Now, the best about this side is that it's uninterrupted. You won't have any other building sort of coming up. I mean, you never know, but at least you can guarantee that the view here, this entire spectrum of your site won't get, you know, it won't be taken away. You'll have this entire advantage. So you have, on one end you have the city sort of coming up, you have the developments that are showing, and on this side you have a very more peaceful view of the landscape. So once again, this is your isolated master bedroom. We'll now come to that cozy living space, because that's definitely the most, how do I say, it's the best place I would like to sort of spend most of my day if I'm staying here. Absolutely brilliant, isn't it? Just take a look at this full area. This balcony really sort of epitomizes this investment. This space here really makes this whole investment, gives sense to the value of this investment. Because what you see there is the entire sort of, you have the beach front, you can see the entire sunset, you can see the wonder of the sunrise. You have the city that's laid out here, a lot of green space, the park, the town hall, everything in just one grand view. Then you have, on the distance, you have the mountain plains, you can see the vertical landscape slowly evolving. Basically, this space is like the city. From here, you can literally see the city evolve. It's very inspiring. It's definitely one of the best investments. So let me just tell you why it's a great investment. Number one, you're in the heart of the city. This space over here, you're at the height and at the heart of the city, because you have shopping, you have schools, you have recreation, you have entertainment, everything just a hop, skip and a jump away. What more do you want? This space makes, you know, livability much more grand, entertainment, especially because you have such a large entertainment area, you have such a large living area, and a very private space for you to sort of sleep at night. So it brings all those three combined reasons for making a great life even more greater. This view is very inspiring. Just look at the amount of green that is sort of welcoming you. You have the parks there, you have the Vihara Mahadevi Park, just sort of beautifully laid out on that area, and our country is so beautiful. Don't you think so? I mean, despite all the friction that is there, it still makes Sri Lanka that much more promising, that much more a reason to come and live and also invest. Especially with projects like the port city coming up, it's just a matter of time where we see that upward trajectory, and these are the spaces that will really soar and increase in its valuation, and especially units that bring this extremely exciting sort of lifestyle together. So definitely a place. We are going to go and show you one more scene, but before that, if you still haven't subscribed, now is the time to hit the subscribe button, but even better, stamp and hammer that bell button so you get all our notifications. We're going to just sweep you through the entire space and take you back to where we started. Like I said, we have these large, extravagant kitchen spaces, a lot of compartments, best place to host. You have ample room. They're talking about 7+ spaces for whatever you want, whether it's relaxation, privacy, or whatever. And then you have this extremely larger than life, open laid out space to entertain, to lounge, to eat, to dine and greet. But now let's come to this area here. This is basically the evolution of the city. The city taking its new face, a new facelift, and that's what we see here. The new developments coming up and really bringing Colombo to life. So while it's all exciting, this space is definitely within all that excitement. So here we are, 3,200 square feet, 7+ spaces this penthouse has to offer, and definitely brings out the best life. You're talking about a property listed at $600,000 US. Definitely a steal, especially because you have all these facilities combined. A property that you can sort of isolate and sell as 2 separate units, or rent it out and get a good rental yield. A lot of common amenities, from the pool, from the gymnasium, a property that is accessible, and it has accessibility to all the entertainment that the city has to offer. So here it is. Get your hands on this investment, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video. Thank you for watching.